dealt names?
Nope, but they're right there. So. Funky on me, but we're figuring it out. So Ben's already on it. Yeah, he was doing well, and yeah, no. Otherwise, it's been going well. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. So, all right. Yep. Take care. Yep. Bye. I just wondered. Yeah. Pardon me. Went down looking. I'm just getting. I'm trying to work through some technical difficulties here. So.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for holding with us through the technical difficulties. We did miss the top of the first as Connor Kraft pitching tonight made quick work of 3 Hinton batters. Bo Cook will go down looking, as well as Glenn Carlson, who is in the hole batter, and Carter Warden, who was on deck to start, flew out just over the shortstop's head. Gehlen Catholic up to bat. Connor Kraft's going to get a walk on his first plate appearance. And now David Baynock looking to do something here. A pass ball from the pitcher trying to pick off Connor Kraft will put him at second. So in the early going, Gehlen Catholic going to get into this one here, hoping to get on the board right away. Hinton coming into this game 3-4. Well, Gehlen Catholic coming off a big victory last night, 5-3 over Remsen St. Mary's, is now 3-1. Baynock gonna go down swinging there. This one's gonna be ball 1 right away. Number 3 hitter Keaton Logan playing catcher tonight. We're going to go through the lineups here in a little bit. We'll catch up at the top of the second. Give you guys a little play-by-play action right away. Keaton Logan going to have a high pop-up to center right field. Center fielder going to get there. A sliding catch, and that'll be out number 2. Gabe Wilkin, the cleanup hitter, coming up to the plate. Your umpires tonight, behind the bag, Justin Otto, and in the field, Colin Schrader. Ashton Bunnan being the pinch runner here for Connor Kraft, who's got a pitch. First pitch strike. Off speed, just a bit outside, 1-1. Grounder, shortstop, going to field that one pretty good. First baseman's going to dig it out, and that is going to be the end of the first inning. So we'll get a quick recap here, and we'll go through some lineups before we get into anything else. To start the second inning, Hinton is going to be featuring Dylan Hartman, Dawson Spees, and Bryce Lake. So let's go through this lineup for the Hinton Blackhawks here. To start off, Bo Cook, who struck out in the first. He'll be playing first base. Behind him, Carter Warden, the designated hitter for the likes of Logan Kempema, who is pitching tonight. He flew out in the first, and Glenn Carlson, rounding out that starting 3 at center fielder, struck out in the first as well. As we continue on, Dylan Hartman, who we just mentioned, playing catcher. He'll be the number 4 batter. Number 5 batter, Dawson Spees, out in the left field. Bryce Lake sporting second base. And down the line, Carver DeGroot will be playing at third. Caden Barrett at shortstop, be the number 8 hitter. And finally, rounding out the 9, Carter Allen. Let's go over to Gehlen Catholic and take a look at who they've got going tonight. Gabe Wilkin just grounding out. So Connor Kraft is the number 1 hitter. He's also pitching tonight. David Baynock at shortstop, followed up by Keaton Logan at catcher. And Gabe Wilkin at right field. People we haven't seen up to bat yet. Ryan Augustine will be at center tonight. Carter Kellum is going to be at first. Zane Weiland at third base. Jackson Kramer at second base, and Cole McCarty will be out in the left field. That's strike one here to the batter, Dylan Hartman. So a quick recap of the first inning. 7 batters, 3 for the Blackhawks and 4 for the Jays. One and 2 the count now. Good eye there by Dylan Hartman, not to swing. Another hard fastball going to be fouled back, and it'll still be 1 and 2. Another foul ball, and Hartman just staying alive. Hartman going to hit one to the gap. That's going to go between the shortstop and the third baseman, and that'll be the first hit of the night. So nice job by Dylan Hartman to get the Blackhawks in the hitting column. Austin Speed is going to take a good hack at it. That's going to be strike one off the foul tip. Big hit there. He's going to swing all the way through that one, and Speed is going to hit out in front of the left fielder. And that's going to be 2 early hits here for the Blackhawks. So pretty good start. We'll see if they can capitalize on it. Bryce Lake up to bat. He's going to try and bunt, and that one's going to go all the way back. Foul ball. Really try to advance those runners early. Now that he knows that he's going to bunt, maybe he takes it a little bit more aggressively. Maybe some off speed. Could see that. Kraft ready to throw the pitch. Third base coach getting back to his position. Bryce Lake got the sign from him. We'll see what he does here. Does he bunt again? He's got 1 strike to work with. He does. And the grounder going to go to the pitcher. He'll try to throw it to third. That won't be in time, and it'll be dropped. So now bases loaded and a prime opportunity here for Carver to Groot. Now the Jays in a little bit of a predicament here. Bases loaded, no outs. So that's strike one. So good pitch in there. Going to get Kraft ahead in the count. The 0-1 pitch going to be strike two as DeGroot takes a nice healthy hack at it. I'm going to say strike three, so 1-2-3 at bat there. Going to give Kraft his third strikeout of the night. Up to bat now, Caden Barrett. Barrett going to take the high fastball for ball 1. One and one the count now as Barrett will then foul it back. Been an interesting second inning here for the Blackhawks. 3 singles, loaded the bags. Now you've got a strikeout, so now you're down 1. Barrett sitting in a 1-1 count. Top of the second, we'll see what Kraft pulls out of the hat here. Big swing, and that's going to be deep into left center field. They can't keep an eye on it. The Jays trying to rally it in. Weiland at third. Trying to hang on at it. And that is going to be a 2 RBI double from Caden Barrett. Really nice swing. He's going to bring in the Dylan Hartman and Dawson Spees. So, Hinton going to get on the board right away. Carter Allen up to bat. Now men on second and third. Foul tip, going to be strike 1. And that's going to be a huge moment here for the Blackhawks as Caden Barrett's going to bring in 2. That one's going to be a foul ball, 0-2 now. That one inside, 1-2. Allen staying alive. Making Kraft throw a pitch he can hit. That is going to be strike 3. Batter is out. So looks like an early pitching change. Interesting call. Zane Weiland going to take the mound. Weiland moving in from third. Kraft might take left field, it looks like, maybe. So an interesting setup. With that, this is the perfect time to get a word from one of our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by many of our wonderful people out there. If you would like to do something like this, get your business featured, please visit fullerdigital.net and contact us today. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
So Weiland going to get warmed up for a little bit, and they're going to go right back to the top of the order. Bo Cook, his first plate appearance, struck out. We'll see what he can do in the second. First pitch is going to be a strike, 0-1 to start the count. Deep fly ball to center field, and the center fielder, Ryan Augustine, is going to get under that, and that is going to be the end of the top of the second. And the Jays are going to get out of that one. So Connor Kraft is going to end with 2 earned runs against him in 1 1/4 inning. And 4 strikeouts. Weiland going to come in, and we'll probably see him for quite a while here. But when we come back, the Jays are going to get back up to the plate. Ryan Augustine, followed by Carter Kellen, and Zane Weiland, who's now at pitcher. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Ryan Augustine going to take the plate for the first time here. Didn't get to see a lot of them, but Kempema pitching tonight. Ryan Augustine, a little dribbler to the third baseman, and that one's going to get there in time. So right away, down 1. In the second, haven't had a lot of opportunity. Up to bat now, Carter Kellen. First baseman, that one's going to be in there for strike 1, 1-1 the count. See if Kempman can get another one in there. Big swing, that's going to go between the first baseman and second baseman's going to try and dive down, but he will not be in time. That's a single and the first hit of the night for the Jays. Kellen trying to start something here for sure. Weiland up to bat now. Kempema, first pitch is going to be a little low, ball 1. Two 2-0 now. Kempema going to throw it in there. Center fielder is not going to get there in time. They're going to try and throw him out at second. The man at second wasn't standing on the bag, so he'll be safe. 2 singles in a row now. Weiland going to get on base. This is how we saw the Blackhawks start their second inning with 2 men on. Jackson Kramer going to get an opportunity to bring him in. First pitch going to be a strike. That one a little low, 1-1. Dylan Pecos coming on as the pinch runner here for Zane Weiland. One pitch. Down inside, 2-1. Big swing. 2-2 now. And we're doing a good job to get a piece of it. That one going to be a little grounder to the third baseman. Kramer going to try and run it out. They're going to say he's out at first. No, he's safe. Excuse me. He must have got there in time. Cole McCarty rounding out the lineup. See if he can get a couple in. Kempema faced with the same situation we saw Kraft in. Bases loaded, one down. That one going to find its way in there. Strike one, 1-1 the count. The off speed are really fooling McCarty there. That one going to find the gap, and the right fielder can't get there in time. Hit the cutoff man at first. And that is going to be a single RBI for Cole McCarty. And the Jays are going to get on the board. Connor Kraft up to bat. Walked himself in the first. Kempema, first pitch going to be high. Ball one. Kraft's going to watch strike one go by. Kempema's been doing a really good job with the off speed, hitting it on the outside. See if he continues to do that. Kraft itching at it a little bit. Should have pulled the trigger. 1-2. Now Kraft having to protect the plate. Anything that looks like it's even close, he's got to swing at. That one in the dirt. 2-2. That one going to be grounded. Pitcher, it's over his head. Can Kraft get there? He can. Another RBI single. This time bringing the pinch runner in. Baynock, number 2 batter, struck out in the first, excuse me. High off speed, ball 1. Two and 0, ball inside. Two and 1 now as that one will find the strike zone. Kempema working back here. Just kind of tied the count up. That one going to be a foul ball. Hit the catcher in the chest. 2 and 2. That one going to be hit to the gap. It's a shortstop. Going to get him at 2. Another RBI single. Kramer coming in that time. They will get the man out at second. Now force at second as well as first. Keaton Logan up to bat. Flew out in the first inning. Big swing. Glenn Carlson, the center fielder, not going to get there in time. And that is going to be another RBI single. Cole McCarty coming in. Gabe Wilkin up to bat. Grounded out in the first. And after that, we'll be back up to the top of the order, Ryan Augustine. High for ball 1. That one going to get to the second baseman. That one won't be handled well. Try and get him at first. That one's going to be a pass ball. They say he's safe at second, trying to get back. That's going to be another run here for Gehlen.
Number 5, Ryan Augustine.
Ryan Augustine's second at-bat of the inning. 0-1, the count to start. Gehlen with a very strong response here to the Blackhawks. Say 1-1. That one just outside the strike zone. Foul tip, going to hit off the face mask of the catcher. 1-2. And the Blackhawks with an opportunity to get out of this one. High, 2-2. Base is still fully chalked here. That one just going to kind of be tipped, and Kempema can't catch it. They're going to try and get it to first, and the dig will be good. So that will end the inning. So now after 2, Gehlen Catholic Jays 4, Hinton Blackhawks 2. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's no limits internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
So, top of the third, Hinton Blackhawks itching to get back into the batter's box. We're going to start off the inning with Carter Warden, who flew out in the first, Glenn Carlson, who struck out in the first, and Dylan Hartman, who had a run in the second inning on a single. Warden coming up to the plate. Warden with that big swing. Left fielder going back. And that's going to be a catch in front of the fence, just barely. A really nice job by Cole McCarty to get to that one. Man, it just like a few feet away, and that one was over the fence. And unfortunately for the Blackhawks, that is not going to be the result. Glenn Carlson up to bat. He's going to take the first pitch strike. 0-1 now. That one going to be outside, the ump says. 1-1. That one going to be followed back 1-2. Zane Weiland with a very good ERA on the year. Hasn't allowed a run yet. He's only pitched in one other game than this, and that was against West Sioux. Allowed a couple of hits, but nothing much. We'll see what he can do here. Almost let one go over the fence. But nonetheless, 2-2 now in the count. Glenn Carlson keeping a nice, strong at-bat here. That's going to be a ground ball ripped to the shortstop. Connor Kraft is going to take that one calmly, and he'll be out. Nice throw there by Kraft. Accurate and sharp. Dylan Hartman going to come up to the plate. Blackhawks, you got to at least make this pitcher work a little bit. You've got Kempema, who's already thrown 53. That has already allowed 4 runs. You got to give him a little bit of a break here. Hartman's swing going to be a big one. 0-1. That one's going to be a 1-1. High and outside. Hartman hanging in there. I say that one's outside too. 2-1. Three and one now. Hartman doing a nice job to work this count. That one's going to be high, 2-0. That one's going to find the strike zone. Carter Gehlen, 2-1 now to him. Hoping to continue where he left off. That one going to be over his head. Pretty close to the bat, though. Could have been a foul ball. However, it's 3-1. That one going to be high ball 4, and he knows it.
Brings up number 17, your second baseman, Whelan.
Zane Whelan up to bat, had a single in the first. In the second, excuse me. 1-0 now. That one's going to take a weird bounce. Second baseman. Going to field that one, get it to the shortstop. And that'll be out number 1. Good job there to stay composed and get the ball in. Jackson Kramer up to the plate. That one's going to be a bit high. Ball 1. Find that one. Is going to get the strike zone, paint that corner. 1-1. That one going to be a grounder. Second baseman trying to get to it. Can't handle it. And just barely the runner. He's going to get called out. So even though he bobbled it a little bit, DeGroot doing a nice job to just hang on to it, stay with it, get it over to first. Excuse me, Bryce Lake. That's second there. First pitch, going to be a foul ball back, 0-1. Cole McCarty, who had a RBI single in the second, up to the plate now. Good job by the catcher to stop that one from going behind him. 1-1 the count. That one going to be a high fly ball to the right fielder. And he'll grab that one for out number 3. So a very quick third inning here as we're now halfway through the game, just about. Top of the 4th on its way. When we come back, your 1, 2, 3 batters are going to be Dawson Spees, Bryce Lake, and Carver DeGroot. So Dawson Spees had a single in the second. So did Bryce Lake. Carver DeGroot struck out. And we'll see what happens here. But in the meantime, let's get a quick word from our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Fourth inning about to get underway. Up to bat right away, Dawson Spies. That's going to be strike one. Right away, down in the count. That's going to be strike two, and Spies now already down 0-2. Now he's really got to protect the plate. Whelan's got any pitch in his wheelhouse that he wants. And that one's going to be a little blooper. Shortstop going to get there, and that'll be out number one here in the fourth. Good contact by Spies. It's going to be ball one. Blake grounded to the shortstop, and that'll get there in time for out number two. And it's just occurred to me, I've got the wrong name down here. Brogan Lake is his name. Excuse me. Brogan Lake. He'll ground out in the fourth. And he'll have a single in the second. And DeGroot, foul ball, going to go to the left side. And they're going to say he caught it. So down the left-hand side, hardly even visible to me, is going to be out number three. And just like that, we are into the bottom of the fourth here. Jay's coming right back up to bat. When we get back to the action, we're going to go back to the top of the order. Connor Kraft, David Baynock, and Keaton Logan all going to get a chance to bat here for sure. Stick around. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
Connor Kraft's going to get up to the plate here to start the bottom of the fourth. First pitch is going to be a grounder to the shortstop. That's going to be fired over, and they're going to say he's out. So a nice job there by the shortstop to get things moving here right away. Baynock, 1 for 2 on the night. Struck out in the first, had a single in the second. High curveball is going to be ball one. Kempema doing an all right job tonight. Working into the fourth inning here. One down. He's got 68 pitches to his name. That one will find itself in there. Baynock not looking to pull the trigger. And that one's going to hit Baynock on the way to the catcher. Up to the plate, Keaton Logan. 1 for 2, flew out in the first. Had a single in the second. Baynock going to steal second. successfully after the catcher kept it in front of him, couldn't find it. And a little bit of a scramble. Pitcher came up, Kempema, tried to get it over to second base. That one's going to be fouled down the left-hand side. 0-1. That one going to be a little blooper. Shortstop can't get there, and that's going to get in there for a single. So now men on the corners early in the fourth. Gabe Wilkin, 1 for 2 on the night, had a single in the second, grounded out in the first. We'll see if he can get one in here right now. Try and steal second. That one's going to be passed, and the man at third is going to go home. And the Jays are going to score on a steal. Baynock will get in. I like the call there from Hinton. Even though, yes, you let up the run, you've got to be a little bit aggressive here. Down by 2, now 3. Wilkin going to hit it back. Glenn Carlson going to find it. He's going to hit the cutoff man and keep that man at second at bay. So now 2 down. Jay's looking to get out of it. That one's going to be at the feet. Brian Augustine, 1-0. Two and 0 as the catcher kind of eyes down his third baseman. Foul ball down the right-hand side. That one's going to find a training net past the fence. 2-1. Augustine going to take another hefty hack at it. 2-2 now. Pretty interesting here. 2-2, 2 outs, man on second. Knockout pitch on its way. Kempema getting the signal. Augustine just going to have a little blooper to the third baseman. Fired away. They're going to say he was off the bag, and that's going to be safe. So the inning continues. Catcher giving the signal, looking for the steal here from Augustine. You'd imagine it might happen, especially given the last time it did. And they're going to say he's safe at home. And it looks like the tag was not in time. Jays are going to take another one. And that was pretty close. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the umpire there, but nonetheless, it's been called. 6-2 now. The Jays have extended that lead by 4. One and one. And they catch him at third this time on the steal. And that will be the end of the inning here. Nice job, finally able to get him. And that'll put us in the top of the 5th. When we come back, Hinton going to have another shot. We ended off on DeGroot. Now we're going to see Caden Barrett, Carter Allen, and Bo Cook will be up to the plate, on deck, and in the hole, respectively. Caden Barrett, 1 for 1 with the 2 RBI double. That's been the big highlight here for the Hinton Blackhawks offense. Carter Allen, who's 0 for 1 on the strikeout, and Bo Cook, who is 2-2 tonight, struck out in the first and flew out in the second. We'll be right back after a quick break here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers you-pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's you-pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Wheeling getting warmed up. Catcher calls for balls in. And see one final warm-up pitch here before Caden Barrett gets up to the plate. First pitch is going to be a foul ball down the left-hand side. 0-1 to start here. That one outside, 1-1. That one going to be ripped down the left-hand side. A little early. 1-2 now. Barrett with the big swing. Already showed he can hit the ball in clutch moments. And this Hinton Blackhawks offense needs a little bit of a boost. 2-2 now. That one going to be a high pop-up. Shortstop going to grab that. That'll be out number 1 here.
Right field with the number 11, Carter Allen.
Carter Allen struck out in the second of another opportunity here. Foul ball, 0-1. High fastball, 1-1 now. One and two. That is going to be strike 3. He's going to go down on strikes for the second time tonight. Bo Cook, top of the lineup, 0-2. Strikeout and a flyout, respectfully. First pitch going to be a little low, ball 1. Two and 0 now. High fly ball between left and center field. Augustine going to get under that one, and that'll be the third out of the inning. That'll take us into the bottom of the 5th. So another quick 1-2-3 inning. That's the third in a row here for the Gehlen Catholic Jays against the Blackhawks. When we come back, we start off the lineup with Carter Kellen, Zane Weiland, and Jackson Kramer. If you remember correctly, they caught the man at first trying to steal at second trying to steal third, and Ryan Augustine to end the 4th. So we'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solution.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance, from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Nice. New pitcher on the mound. Carver DeGroot coming on. He will take the place of Logan Kempma. So Kempma going to finish the night. 4 innings pitched, 6 runs against, and 1 strikeout. DeGroot coming in to try and provide some relief. Kellen going to take the first pitch, 1-0. That one's going to hit him on the foot. And that is going to be the first walk here for DeGroot. One and 0. Big swing, 1-1. One and 2 now. Wheeling down to his final pitch. Outside, 2 and 2. Outside, 3 and 2. Worked it back to a full count now. Ground ball. Shortstop going to get there. Can't handle it well enough. That's going to be over the first baseman's head. Wayland also going to take his base. So now men at second and third. No outs. Jackson Kramer up to bat, 1 for 2 on the evening with a single in the second he scored on and a ground out in the third. Prime opportunity to get a couple RBIs to his resume. That one going to be in the strike zone. 0-1. Getting the signal from coach. 1-1 now. Foul tip. 1-2 now. Kramer going to find himself down in this count. DeGroot trying to get off the mound here, at least get his first out of the inning. That one going to be outside, 2-2. Good job by the catcher to keep that one in front of him. Seen that a lot tonight. Got to give kudos to Dylan Hartman for sticking in there, making sure nothing really gets by him.
Brings up number 12, left fielder, Cole McCarty.
It's going to be a strikeout. Umpires are going to discuss here. I'm going to say it didn't hit the dirt, or that the catcher did catch it. Will be the first strikeout here for DeGroot. So now one down. That one going to sink its way in. 0-1. Bunt attempt, going to be foul, 0-2. Trying to score a couple of runners. Down to his final pitch, Cole McCarty. Trying to make something happen. Really wanted to swing at it. 1-2. Big swing, strike 3, and that'll be 2 down on the inning. Connor Kraft with his 4th plate appearance of the night. Walked in the first, had a single in the second, an RBI single at that. He also scored in that inning, and finally grounded out in the 4th. They're going to intentionally walk Kraft. Put him at first. Bases loaded, so now the force out at any base. Pretty smart play here by Hinton. get out to the number 2 batter. That's going to be a grounder. They're just going to get that to home, and that will be the end of the 5th inning. So a really smart play, deciding to just intentionally walk Connor Kraft, will take us to the top of the 6th. When we come back, to start off the inning, Carter Warden, followed up by Glenn Carlson, and finally in the hole, Dylan Hartman. So it's been an interesting one here. The Blackhawks have just a couple more chances to get themselves on the board. Whelan's been a pretty good pitcher here so far for the Jays. We'll see what happens here after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Carter Warden going to come in a swinging, hoping to get the Blackhawks back on or in the hitting column. It's going to be strike 1. That one's going to go past, ball 1. That one's going to be a little bit down, 2-1 now. Grounder going to go down the left-hand side. That one's just going to stop. And Warden will find a single here. So that's what the Blackhawks needed. Now you got a man on base. You got to keep working it here. Glenn Carlson up to bat. Glenn Carlson 0 for 2, struck out in the first, grounded out in the third. Looking to change that narrative here right now. So Whelan actually allowing his first hit of the innings that he's pitched. He's pitched 4 full ones now almost. Grounder, third baseman, going to get it to second. Double play opportunity. And he's going to be safe. So double play avoided here for the Blackhawks, but Glenn Carlson will get out at second. Dylan Hartman. That one's going to be in there for ball 1. Looked like it was just on the bottom of the strike zone. I'm just going to say it's a little low. Two and 0 now. Big swing, strike one. Dylan Hartman had a good grasp on it, just couldn't quite make contact. 2-1 to count. Three and one. Whelan trying to avoid the walk here. That's going to be in there, and they're going to say safe at first. Full count. Dylan Hartman still trying to protect his plate here. With a little bit of momentum with the bats moving like they are, you'd want to continue this. Foul ball. Still only one down. Big strike three, and that's going to be a strikeout here. Weiland's first of the night. He allowed one hit and had one strikeout. Dawson Spees up to the plate. Trying to get Carlson still, just keeping him at first. Whelan's doing a nice job trying to pick him off. Say strike one. That one a little bit low, 2-1 now. Spees going to take the fourth pitch, 3-1. Excuse me, 2-1, only the third pitch. Tied up in the count. One a little high. Now it's 3-1. Three and two, full count situation once again. Now Whelan's got to throw something that Spees can even just look at. Ball four. Put runners on first and second. Whelan going to get a talking to. I think they'll just try to calm him down here a little bit. Big opportunity here for the Blackhawks. 2 men on. Yes, you got 2 down, but Brogan Lake, 1 for 2 on the night. Hoping to make a little bit of an impact here in this at-bat and keep the Blackhawks on offense. You only have 4 outs left at this moment in time. You want to make use of everything you got. And he's going to get hit by a pitch. Second time the Blackhawks have had the bases loaded. And now Carver to Groot up to bat. 0 for 2 on the ninth. Struck out in the second. Flew out in the fourth. See if he can get a couple of RBIs here. Just something to the gap is what they're hoping for. Nothing much. You just want to be able to get a couple of runs in. They're going to say they hit him in the elbow. That's going to be a run here for the Blackhawks. They're going to make a substitution at pitcher here. So Wheelan will end the night. Coming in to pitch, Brandon Gengler. Try to close out this 6th inning here. While he gets some more pitches, let's get a quick word in from our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Two more pitches here, and then the Jays will be ready to take defensive stand. That one a little high. Gangler with a couple of off-speed pitches. Caden Barrett coming into the batter's box, and if you remember, the same exact situation happened in the second. Bases loaded. Now, there wasn't quite 2 outs, but ultimately what happened, a nice gapper between left and center field will bring 2 in. Let's see if he can do that again. We know he's got it in him. First one's going to be a ball in the dirt. Gengler just trying to get his feet under him. That one going to be outside, 2-0. That one going to get itself in there, 2-1. Grounder, foul ball. 2-2 now. Barrett down to his last pitch. We know he can really get a hold of this. Let's see if he does that here. Knockout pitch, going to be a little high. 3-2 full count now. Could walk another one in. Got to give Barrett something close. He's done a nice job to work it back into his favor. Grounder, going to be foul. So Gangler working on 7 pitches the at bat. And that's going to be strike 3. And to get out of the inning, Gangler's going to do a great job. That will be the end of the top of the 6th. And man, what an inning. It could have been so much more than what it was, but the late substitution for Wheelan, getting Gangler in there, going to prove to be the right call. When we come back, 6th inning, bottom of the 6th for that, is going to start out with Keaton Logan, followed up by Gabe Wilkin, and finally in the hole, Ryan Augustine. Let's Looks like the Groot is still on the mound, so we'll see a bit more from him right after this quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Keaton Logan going to start off the bottom of the 6th here for the Jays. Trying to get some insurance runs. Grounder, third baseman going to field it cleanly, and that's going to be the first out. One pitch, one down. Here for the Blackhawks, trying to get that offensive momentum in swing. Brandon Gengler now coming into bat for Gabe Wilkin in his spot. That one's going to be a little gapper. No, and the first baseman's going to have that. So it's been a very efficient inning, if you will. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Ryan Augustine to be the final batter of the 6th inning, potentially. See if he can get it done. That one going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Augustine, little blooper to shortstop. And that's going to be out number 3, so the key word there, efficiency. 4 pitches, 3 outs. And that's exactly what you need here if you're the Blackhawks going into your final 3 outs. The momentum you had in the 6th inning now carried over into the 7th. Can the Blackhawks get it done? It's going to be an interesting one for sure. When we come back for the last time, potentially, Carter Allen up to bat, followed up by Bo Cook at the top of the order, and finally, Carter Warden. Looks like they're going to keep Gengler on the mound. This one is going to come down to the wire. But before we see what that wire looks like, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
Up for the Hinton Blackhawks, number 11, Allen.
Carter Allen up here, top of the 7th. Big fly ball, left field. Left fielder not going to be able to make the grab, and he's going to take 2. Allen trying to get to second. They're going to throw it in. That's going to go past. Ball's past the second baseman, and he's going to go to third. And he's going to have it very comfortably, not even having to slide in. So, to start that momentum, a double right away with an error on the throw is going to bring him all the way to third. And that is not the start you want here in the top of the 7th for the Jays. Only the second extra base hit tonight from either side. That one's going to be high, ball one. Carter Allen before that had 2 strikeouts, so definitely changing the narrative. 2-0. Bo Cook. Three and 0 now. Ball 4, 4-ball walk, however you want to put it. Going to put men on the corners now. Carter Warden, designated hitter, up to the plate. 1 for 3 on the night, single in the 6th, fly out in the 1st and 3rd. Foul ball back, 0-1. Ground ball, third baseman, going to get it to first. Just get the easy out right away. You have a little bit of time. Hinton will score. Glenn Carlson coming into the batter's box. He is 0 for 3 on the night. Fielder's choice in the 6th, trying to throw it to second, not to first. They won't get him on the double play. That one going to be a little high. Ball 1. So now this one really coming down to the wire. Tying run here at the plate. If you can get on it, changes a lot of circumstances. Gengler. Strike 1 here. Carlson doesn't swing at it. Thinks it's a little bit outside. 1-1 the count. This one coming down to the final pitches. It does not matter. The Blackhawks are not giving up. 2-1 now. Carlson with a big swing, 2-2. Strike 3, Glenn Carlson's going to go down swinging. Like the high fastball, unfortunately was not quick enough for it. And now, the final out here, potentially Dylan Hartman, 1 for 3 on the night. Had a single in the 2nd, so he hasn't seen a hit in a while. We'll see if he can kind of revive that. Gengler with his 2nd strikeout of the night. Ball 1. Grounder, third baseman going to take it. And he's just going to kind of chase down the man. They're going to say he's out, and that is the end of the ball game. As he chased him down, could have thrown it to first, but you take that chance and you just go for it. And a unique way to end the ball game here. Your final score at Riverview Complex is Gehlen Catholic Jays 6. The Hinton Blackhawks 4. When we come back, we're going to have some statistics here to round out the night. followed up by a quick thank you to some of our sponsors. We'll be right back on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers U-Pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right. Prime Bank's U-Pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Your final here, Riverview Complex, Gehlen Catholic J6, Hinton Blackhawks 4. A very good game all the way to the very end. We're going to get into some statistics here right now. To start, we'll go over to Hinton pitching. Logan Kempema will pitch 4 innings. He'll have 6 runs against him and a strikeout. Pretty good performance. Had a little bit of a tizzy in the second. He did let up 4, and as the night progressed, he just continued to be diligent in his work, only allowing 2 after that. Then finally filling in for him, Carver DeGroot came in, pitched 2 innings, had no runs against him, as well as 2 strikeouts on the evening. Going over to Gehlen Catholic, a couple of pitchers here to talk about. Connor Kraft went out in the first after 1 batter. He just went, or 2 batters. He had 2 runs against him. He did strike out 4, though. Zane Whelan comes in to replace him. He'll pitch 4 innings, strike out 1, and have 1 run against him. And finally, to finish off the night, Brandon Gengler, 1 and 2 men that he pitched to. He also had 1 run against him, and he had 2 strikeouts. Both teams tonight, their respective records. Hinton Blackhawks will move to 3-5, while the Gehlen Catholic Jays will move to 4-1. Gehlen Catholic, in terms of hitting, go down the line. Connor Kraft, 1 for 2, had a single in the second, and he walked and was intentionally walked in the first and fifth. David Baynock went 1 for 3, was hit by a pitch in the fourth, and a single in the second. Keaton Logan, 2 for 4, 2 singles in the second and the fourth, flew out in the first and grounded out in the sixth. Gabe Wilkin, 1 for 3 on the night. He had a single in the second. He was replaced by Brandon Gengler in the 6th inning. 0 for 1 as he flew out on a first pitch fastball. Ryan Augustine going down the line, 1 for 3. Had a single in the fourth. Carter Kellen, 1 for 1. He was walked in the third and the fifth and had a single in the second, and he was the first run to score for the Gehlen Catholic Jays tonight. Zane Weiland, 3 for 3, He singled on each of his appearances, so a very good night. And pitching 4 innings and having so few runs scored against him, I think that's an all-around great performance. Jackson Kramer went 1 for 3, struck out in the 5th, had a single in the 2nd. Cole McCarty, same situation, 1 for 3 with a single in the 2nd, strikeout in the 5th. Hinton Blackhawks down the line. Bo Cook went 0 for 3 on the night, was walked in the 7th, so that won't count. Carter Warden, 1 for 4, had a single in the 6th. Otherwise, that'll be just about it. Glenn Carlson, you could say 0 for 4, 1 for 4. Did reach first in the 6th, but it was fielder's choice, and the double play did not make it in time. Dylan Hartman, 1 for 3, had a single in the 2nd, and he was the one that started that little rally for the Blackhawks right away. He'll strike out in the 6th. Dawson Spees, 1 for 2, was walked in the 6th. Brogan Lake, 1 for 2. He had a single in the 2nd and was walked in the 6th. Carver DeGroot, 0 for 2, was walked in the 6th. Or he was hit by a pitch, excuse me. Brogan Lake was as well, not walked. He was hit by a pitch. So Carver DeGroot hit by a pitch, and Brogan Lake. Caden Barrett, 1 for 3, had the big 2 RBI double in the 2nd. Flew out and struck out in the 6th with the bases loaded. Carter Allen, 1 for 3 on the night. He had an RBI double here that kind of rounded things off, or a double that ended up in a run. So a final here at Riverview Complex, 4-6. Hinton Blackhawks 3-5. Gehlen Catholic Jays 4-1. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time here on Fuller Digital Solutions.